Hello students, this is social study of class 8th history chapter 2nd company establishes its power. In this chapter we will learn about conflict of company with Nawabs of Bengal, arrival of the East India Company, Battle of Plassey and its significance, expansion of company's rule and its various policies, doctrine of lapse and subsidiaries, alliances, establishment of new administration, formation of British India Company. Students, Aurangzeb was a powerful ruler. He expanded and strengthened the Mughal Empire to its greatest limits. Means Aurangzeb was a powerful ruler. उसने अपना जो स्ट्रेंथ और अपना एम्पायर था उसने ग्रेटेस्ट लिमिट्स तक की स्प्रेड किया था, फैलाया था, एक्सपेंड किया था. After the death of Aurangzeb, the leading zamindars of the empire asserted their authority and established regional kingdoms. It was very difficult to control regional kingdoms from Delhi. In the state of declining central authority, the British emerged as the new power on the political horizon by the 18th century. Initially, they came as the traders, but gradually managed to establish a vast British colonial empire. First point is arrival of the East India Company. The company acquired a charter in 1600 from Queen Elizabeth I to trade with the East. The charter meant that the East India Company had monopoly in the sea. Monopoly means a company had only the right to trade in the sea. It could purchase cheaper goods from new lands and sell it on higher prices in Europe. The East India Company was not the only European company that was eyeing the East. There emerged a tremendous competition from other European powers like Portuguese, Dutch and French who entered the eastern market. Even before the British arrived, the Portuguese and had already established themselves in the western coast of India and had their base in Goa. It was Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese sailor. Vasco da Gama was a Portuguese sailor who discovered a sea route to India. Vasco da Gama was a Portuguese sailor who discovered a sea route to India. The Dutch and French followed soon after. These companies competed for the same goods. Silk and cotton had big market in Europe. Commodities, the pepper, cloves, cardamom and cinnamon too were in great demand. Competition among European traders, companies pushed the prices up. मीन्स जब किसी ट्रेड की डिमांड बढ़ जाती है, देन उसके प्राइस जो कंपनीज होती हैं वो उनके प्राइसेस हाई कर देती है. रिड्यूसिंग द प्रॉफिट्स, द कंपनीज लुक टू एलिमिनेट ईच अदर. अ fierce battle ensued between the trading companies. Trade was carried with arms and places were protected by fortifications. Next point is East India Company begins trade in Bengal. In 1651, the first English factory came into being on the banks of river Hooghly. हुगली रिवर जो बैंक था उस पर इंग्लिश फैक्ट्री केम इनटू बीइंग in 1651. This became the base from which traders known as the factors operated the trade. The factory had a very good facilities for storage and export of various items. It also had offices where company officials sat and carried out their routine business transactions. In 1696, the company built fortification near the factory. The company obtained zamindari rights over three villages by bribing Mughal officers. One of these villages was Kalikata, which later grew into big city of Calcutta or Kolkata. The company obtained right to trade duty free by persuading Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Persuading means to make somebody do something by giving him or her good reasons. Students, we will learn remains points in the next part. Thanks for watching.